Hello, class of EDUU 527. My name is Giselle Garcia, and this is my journal number 3 for the course. In this week's journal, I will be reflecting on the lesson observed from the video. I will be discussing strategies that I observed and how scaffolding techniques are applied. I will also talk about how ELD standards were integrated with other context standards, and I will briefly explain the success of the lesson and ways to integrate the ELD standards into my own teaching. During the kindergarten lesson, I observed the teacher using different scaffold strategies to help students collaborate and expand their English language development. Students were engaged and active participants in their learning. Students had a different variety of learning styles. Teacher activated prior knowledge by making a connection to the book the students are reading. Teacher also provided students plenty of time to practice, and she offered guidance as needed. I also observed small group instruction based on proficiency level. She uses the ELD progression, emerging, expanding, and bridging level. Some strategies that I observed being used include explicit instruction through teacher modeling, think out loud by demonstrating and verbalizing how students can use sentence frames, sentence starters, and word banks. Teacher also used the undergraduate, graduate, postgraduate within the sentence to meet all proficiency levels. She also gave students talk type by using think, pair, share, and high five, walk, and time round robin. These scaffolding strategies were applied by posting open-ended questions and then allowing students time to discuss and then offering support as needed. The teacher also mentioned using listening and speaking ELD standards, yet I did observe the integration of all ELD standards by using all 4 English domain, listening, speaking, reading, and writing. Students had to listen to the instruction, and then they used speaking by using communication skills to collaborate and explain their thinking and thoughts. Students also used reading of the sentence frames, word banks. That's how they were utilizing their reading, and then writing skills. They were answering the writing prompt to support their opinion. All of these standards were integrated with the ELA writing opinion standard that she was using. From my observations, I believe that the kindergarten teacher was very successful during the lesson because the students were very engaged and they were participating in their learning. The students were accountable for their own learning. The teacher providing students an opportunity to collaborate, interpret meaning, and produce academic that was very rich, full in language. I integrate the ELD standards throughout all the content areas that I teach. I incorporated all 4 English domains: listening, writing, speaking, and reading with the academic content area subjects. I use the content to guide my instruction. I teach special education K through 3rd, and I do academics with my students, science, social studies, math, and English, and I try to incorporate all of those ELD standards within all those subjects. I provide scaffolds that are tailored to my students' individual educational needs and as well as their goals. That's all that I have for this week's journal. Thank you.